Yeah.
I think that's him.
Looks like a bloke off the street.
Yeah, you can say it. So does Sean Dyche. So he looks like a guy that goes to the pub and has a pasta.
I love Sean Dyche, you know.
He's brilliant. He is brilliant.
Right, so that should be it.
Who have you got?
I think I've
Are you in Europa League this year?
Yeah.
Who have you got there?
We have got Seville. We only play Spanish teams.
I remember when we used to be in the Europa League. It was always Seville or Sevilla or Villarreal. No, Sevilla is Sevilla. What did you say?
Sevilla.
Sevilla, yeah, Sevilla or
That's
Villarreal.
me being British.
There's always one of them.
Seville. Cruella Seville.
Is Villa? Oh, it's a good film. That I watched it the other day.
What's Seville?
No, Corella. Man, Peck.
Oh yeah, it's
for
good.
ages.
It's a good film, yeah.
It is a good film. Emma Stone's brilliant.
Yeah,
It's well good.
I love Emma Stone.
But yeah, is Unai Emery back at Villarreal?
No, he's at Villa.
Yeah, sorry, he's back at Villa now, isn't he?
They're doing
Back at
outstanding.
Villa, he's at Villa. Yeah, since he's taken over.
They're doing really good. Fair play to him. Ollie Watkins is fucking scoring for fun, isn't
I've
he?
had him in fantasy for the whole time.
Have you?
He's not made, he's scored consistently every game for like the last 7, I think.
Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Ball.
Come
Is this
on.
live then? Are we on?
We should be live, bro. I'm just checking it now. Live. Hey.
That was a second ago, mate.
That was a second ago.
Let me mute the old boggers.
Yeah, man. I'll need my phone in a bit. But for now, we'll just talk about football, bro.
Let's talk about football, bro.
Talk about football in my new gaff.
Nice guy.
Yeah, man. It's slightly cozier than the gaff in
What do you not prefer?
Amloch. Where?
What don't you prefer?
What don't I prefer?
Hmm.
What about this place?
Yeah, compared to the other one. What do you prefer about the other one?
Nothing.
So it's perfect.
It's not perfect. It's just way better than the other place.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in here. It's nice.
I don't want to be too far from the mic.
I feel like 3 floors was a bit too much.
3 floors is horrible. Don't get 3 floors.
It's not that. 2's perfect, I think.
This is just like a bog standard council house, yeah.
Nice,
This
mate.
is what I would expect.
What's going there? Is it going to be a computer?
A computer? Where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
She wants a desk. She does want a desk.
What's through that door?
What door?
That door.
That one.
Yeah.
It's just under the stairs. It's just like a little. It's where the electric meter is.
How's upstairs?
High.
How much more have you got before you like settled in?
Oh, we still got a fair bit. Yeah. My
Yeah.
little spare room where I normally do the gags.
The man cave.
The kind of man cave study. We got a damp wall,
Ooh.
which is visible on the last few videos I've done with Nick because I've done them upstairs.
Yeah.
But we're waiting for a plasterer or someone to come in to fix the wall because it keeps getting damp on rainy days.
Does it mean you got a bit of mould coming in?
No mould yet, not that
Yet.
I've seen, but we've only peeled a bit of the wall, so.
Speaking of mould, remember the day we spoke? Did you watch any of those anime things I told you to watch?
No, not yet.
Fucking hell.
I can but I can do now because
Don't do it
it's
on
on.
your
It's on. Why?
Because you're just getting comfortable and you need cuddles.
I've got bobs.
Bye-bye. They're just gammy, mate. They're just gammy.
Yeah, I'll probably watch. There wasn't a lot of them, was there?
Like 12 maybe, if that.
If I'm not playing Resident Evil,
How
I'll
far are you
stick
into
that. Probably about 3/4. I got a good chunk in earlier. I say a chunk, an hour. But it's. I think it's easier because I know
what
the
you're
score.
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, it's very faithful.
That's nice.
But then it's got little differences, which Capcom are good at.
Are they good differences?
Some are. There's a couple of bits that I'm happy they altered or changed or added to. And then there's some bits where I feel like the original was still better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That just shows how much of a good game it was and ahead of its time than it is. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just spooky.
I was thinking that earlier. It's not really spooked me. There's been a
Is it
couple.
because you know what's coming?
Maybe, but there's a couple of bits.
Oh, the boss fights. Gruesome.
Is
Is it gruesome? 'Cause it needs to be.
It's gruesome, yeah. There's lots of parasites and stuff.
When I was a kid, I used to love watching top 10 Resident Evil transformations. Never played them. They're just interesting, yeah.
Oh, Resident Evil Lab is the best game for gross monsters and
Japanese,
transformation. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the most
Japanese are
Japanese.
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, they're messed up in the head.
Why?
Because they're just creative, yeah.
Apparently, I'm
Mad
racist saying this now,
geniuses.
but someone was telling me the other day, it's either the Chinese or the Japanese are really like the proper pervs, But then they were like, yeah, just think about it, like the hentai. Like they love making schoolgirls with massive tits.
Oh yeah,
It says it all, doesn't it? It's just creepy. Yeah.
It's a little bit weird.
Nah,
It's not my cup of tea. I'm gonna be honest, but you know,
it's Japanese's cup of tea,
Yeah.
mate.
you're not denying that it's not your. cup of
I'm
tea.
not Japanese.
I like cartoon big titties.
Let's talk about football then.
Football.
Do you know what's crazy? Other than the 7-0 against you, that was probably the best game I've seen us play all season.
Oh, you've been dog shit since. I didn't want to answer your messages much yesterday.
Save it for now, is
to
it?
save it for now, basically, because after the last time we did a football before the Iron Maiden
The last time was it the last game
Video.
of the season?
last game of the season.
No.
No, we did. We talked about. I think you played Everton. We were previewing Liverpool Everton.
Was that 0-0? Or did we beat him?
Oh, you probably beat them. You always beat Everton.
We beat him 2-0.
But like, I just when I edited
Sorry,
the
was
video.
it Thingy's first game for Everton? Second game, Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche, it might.
Yeah,
have
we
been.
beat them. We spanked them like 2-0.
Did you?
I swear we did.
Spanked. You did beat them, yeah, because whatever you predicted happened.
And then we had
You
Madrid after
predicted
it, and
the
I was like,
score.
yeah, we're going to do Madrid
Yeah,
in.
and
And we
then
did
you
him. Madrid did us in.
Yeah.
Well, we did him for 12 minutes.
Yeah, fair play.
Good 12 minutes.
And then it
I was
kind
on top of
of
the world when we were 2-0 up. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't
they
believe
did to you what you did to us.
It was more painful because it was at Anfield. Yeah. I know yours was at Anfield. Yeah, yours was, isn't it? But to be fair, last season we did you 5-0 at Old Trafford.
Yeah, I know.
That was fucking
I
toxic.
know. If it makes you feel better, just keep
It really does. mate. It really does.
But after that last one we did, Liverpool Everton, it just felt a bit silly talking about something that's already happened. And then by the
Yeah.
time I get it on YouTube, it's meaningless. So I just kind of wanted to just be a more generic sort of who you think's going to win the league. We can get away with that.
It's going to be City. It has to be.
It has to be after.
Arsenal City got a game to play though, each other, haven't they?
Arsenal don't look very good. I'm going to be honest. I
They
might
look
be
good
in the
against those.
I might be in the minority, but
I think what I gathered from yesterday, they are strong. I know it's not stupid. They're strong in the midfield and the defense and the attack. It's just moments they
they,
switch off.
they're just, to me, they're just the best team that isn't Man City.
That is exactly what they are.
But it's like
That's a
still,
good thing.
They're still not impressive though. I
Yeah,
know when they were 2-0 up against you, that was impressive.
Was it though? We were pretty shit.
You're shit most of the time.
That
apart
first
from when
goal
you
we
play
conceded
us.
was a fucking. I don't know what that was. That was a cockaboo.
Van Dijk, mate.
Hey, he had a stinker. Didn't he?
That's what I want to get to in a bit, but we'll get to that in a bit. But when Arsenal go 2-0 up at Anfield, you shouldn't be blowing it. You should be, if anything, shut up shop and just don't do stupid things. And then they did stupid
Yeah,
things.
but do you know why? They
Because
didn't.
Trent turned up
No, because Jack and him scrapped, didn't he? And then he went against the fans, and then boom.
That's not going to change the
It
game, though, is
literally
it?
did,
No,
though.
it doesn't.
Because up until that point,
Arsenal blew it. That's what they did.
No. Up until that point, we were garbage, and they were playing pretty good football. But up until that point, when Trent got the fans going, like, did you hear what Gary Neville said after it? It was brilliant. It was something on the lines of, if you're at Anfield and the fans are quiet, you don't wake them up. And that's exactly what Xhaka did, yeah. Trent got riled up. And since that moment, Trent was phenomenal yesterday. He was so
Jesus
good.
Christ.
He was brilliant. He had four successful tackles.
Four?
Yeah, 4. He had 1 successful dribble. When he megged...
I'm good at dribbling.
When he megged Zinchenko and he cried when he got subbed off.
That was the funniest part of the game.
Bobby Firmino
'Cause
coming off.
I know it's like against the law to dislike a Ukrainian at the minute these days.
He's a
but
knob, isn't he?
I really don't like him. And like seeing him on the bench on the verge of tears was hilarious.
I don't like Ramsdale. He's a little shit.
Ramsdale's another knobhead, isn't he?
Salah's pen.
Can you be? Yeah, that was diabolical. That was Salah's worst game that I've ever seen.
He was pans. You could
He
tell
was
he was angry though.
shocking.
He knew he was shit though.
He was one of those where he was trying too much all the time.
He was the only player not playing well for us. The only player.
What was I going to say then? Ramsdale. Can you be like a shithouse but not be a total knobhead at the same time? Is there like a footballer that you can just respect as a shithouse but like you don't despise them?
Up until the final against Madrid, I would have said Ramos. But what he did to Salah was
I've
scary,
never
man.
liked him.
I liked Ramos.
I always feel like it's good. I do like the idea of a football being a shithouse because they get into people's heads, and most of them, your Roy Keanes and obviously I love Roy Keane.
What about what's his face? Cantona. Was he in a shit house?
Cantona was a bit of a shithouse, but he wasn't. If you was to say to me, name me a bunch of
Ibra.
shithouse footballers, Nah, he's just a big ego, isn't he? He's just full of himself.
He does
I
love
wouldn't
himself.
say he's a shit. Like Diego Costa is a shithouse,
Mm.
and like I don't mind Costa. I quite like him, but
Suarez, bit of a shithouse.
mm,
Patrice Evra,
no,
shithouse?
I wouldn't say Evra's a shithouse.
I can't think of
Evra
anyone
just
now.
didn't like Suarez or Liverpool.
Yeah.
In all fairness,
He had a reason why. It's valid reason.
Suarez again. He was just a little rat. Yeah, I'd put him in the rat
Bruno.
category.
He is the ultimate
Bruno,
rat.
I can imagine.
Ultimate
Yeah,
rat.
obviously I'm going to defend him a bit, but
Did you ever see that video
He is a
when
rat. I do like him.
someone tackled the ref by mistake, and then fucking Suarez is bombing it, trying to get a yellow card for him? Oh, it's such a funny video.
I don't remember. If I saw it, I probably.
He is a little bitch.
But
Suarez.
I would like to see if someone could name a shithouse that you can't diss. That
Messi's a bit of a shithouse.
yeah, but he's not, is he?
A little bit.
I,
He's just a baby that spits out his toys.
yeah, I'd put him more in the rat category. Not that I'm calling Messi a rat, but I think he'd lean more towards, you know. I like when
Vardy!
when I
There
say
you go, that's the answer. He's the ultimate shithouse that everyone loves.
yeah, I wouldn't say everyone loves.
I love Jamie
but
Vardy.
yeah, he's probably the nearest one where he's more
He's
more
the least
likable. Yeah,
Disliked
I think-
shithouse.
because he's a bit of a regular bloke, isn't he?
Just a lad on the
he's
pitch.
like a runt off the street, isn't he? I do, yeah. Vardy's probably the closest, but it's like Ramos, I can't stand him. Ramsdale, I can't
You're not
stand
going to
him.
agree with me now, but Martinez, you can't stand him. I put him in the rats category because of his face, but I think he's a
What,
brilliant shithouse.
Martinez?
I think he's
He's
a great.
not a rat, mate.
His face is ratty. He's
No,
got that bloody spot here.
He's just got an Argentinian face. he's just a South American, mate.
I think he's a shithouse. He's a
Uh,
massive shithouse.
yeah,
Remember,
I mean,
was
I-
it your fans and he was doing that? Yeah.
I
When he
mean,
saved that pen or you missed it.
I don't see it though because I've got my rose tinted, lovely Man United glasses on. Yeah, so I love Martinez. I just think he's a bit of a scrapper. Yeah.
He loves it, doesn't he?
I wouldn't put him in. To me, rat is reserved for certain people. I would put Bruno in there. I can understand why you and many others would consider him a rat.
That
but-
video of when it was against us when he goes down.
Yeah, he's a baby. Isn't
Oh,
he?
he's
It's
a
like
massive baby.
Harry Kane's in that fucking category now as well.
Yeah, did you see that with the chorus? Yeah, massive baby.
God,
You got to do it. I wouldn't personally, but I feel like you're probably told by the club team you have to.
yeah, I can kind of understand why players because they get away with it. That's why they do it.
Simple as it.
They get decisions going for them, and it's just I couldn't live with myself if I
Been bad. Imagine going home and the
Brush
wife being
my
like, "Oh,
face.
good game, by the way."
yeah.
Yeah.
The big debate that's going today and yesterday was Van Dijk against Vidic.
Yeah, I seen that. I can't comment too much on it because I've not seen Vidic play, but I do remember Vidic being a consistent hard bastard. But yeah, he has.
Vidic was our last great defender, but he is overrated. I love Vidic, but he had 2 or 3 good seasons. I don't think he had a bad season for us, but he's not as amazing as probably most of the Man United fans will tell you. He's better than Van Dijk. Yeah, I'll go.
Are you saying like he peaked higher, or his prime was better, or overall?
His prime.
Because Van Dijk has been consistently solid for 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not now, is he?
Yeah. Now, if we had this debate last
But
year, then would it be different?
No, but even then, he's.
He was brilliant.
What's he won?
He's won the Premier League. He's won the Champions League. He's won the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup.
All once.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be the greatest
Three
to
Champions League
ever
finals.
play football ever, aside from Barcelona 2010.
We are. We're just massive bottles.
But then you're not the best side, then are you?
Agreed.
Whereas
We had potential to be one of the best. How about
you had the potential
And
and
again,
you blew it.
that? I know
That's-
we haven't got loads of silverware to
back it up.
back it up, but when you,
That's what it boils down
it's
to.
the fact that how many times have we been robbed by City from winning
No,
the
but
Premier
then
League, and we've how many times have we gone
you're-
over 100
But
points?
if you're the best side, then you're beating that City team.
Yeah, we're not.
But the only problem is that City team have this, yeah.
Well, again, you got to look at the factors as well. Being the seasons where we've been phenomenal, how much money we've spent compared to some other competitor, City. Look at the money difference we've spent. Look at the injuries we've been given. We've never had depth.
No, that's
and
fair enough.
And as well, we were successful in the Champions League Like, well, when I say successful, I mean getting to the final for almost all of them. I think one of them we got round of 16. How many times we only get knocked out by Madrid as well? Yeah? There's no shame in getting knocked out by Madrid in the Champions League. There isn't.
Well,
Unless you put them
there
in.
is when it's not the Galacticos Madrid team.
Again, this team, they still prove themselves, yeah.
They're still a good team, but they're a million
They've still
miles
got
away
Modric
from
and
what they
Benzema running the show. And now that new midfield, the midfield they've got, it's just, they were just,
are.
they're so
Modric
good.
is still outstanding, isn't
Exactly. They're just phenomenal. And Benzema is, since Ronaldo's left, he's just gotten better.
he?
So
Fair
I'm not,
play to him, though.
I'm gutted that I'm gutted that we've not beaten them, but I'm not embarrassed.
Oh no,
But
it's,
I mean,
nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just
in my time, I've seen us get battered by Madrid every time we played him. Yeah, it's kind of a bit.
I just think the media over-egg the Liverpool pudding. Yeah, like
pudding.
your team is supposed to be Klopp's team is supposed to be the greatest side to ever play football.
I've never heard that.
I have plenty of times. Yeah.
I don't agree with that
you,
statement.
You guys all fell for it last year when you go for the quadruple,
Mate,
baby.
when we almost we got as close as you can get to the quadruple without getting a quadruple.
Yeah, but look at you now. How do you go from quadruple contenders to contending for nothing?
There you go. We're good. We're the best at something.
It makes no sense.
It's embarrassing. I know.
Is this drop because of the players,
Yes.
because of the board, or because of the manager?
Yes. All three of them in their own way.
Percentage-wise.
Okay, so players. Oh, that's a tough question, mate. So
I think the players have to be the top. Okay. I'm not Klopp's. I'm not Klopp's biggest fan, but I do respect what he's done for you as a manager. But how do you go from building that to then being in charge of what the hell this is this season? It's embarrassing, and I'm a United fan. Yeah, it's hilarious
it's
for
a
me
though, because I think yes, and some of the players, maybe the majority, have not been given 110% effort, and that's obvious. So that's a big factor. I think on the other hand, Klopp at this point should have thought, right, change your tactics, spice it. Like when he did against the Chelsea side, he completely switched up that starting 11. And apparently, I didn't watch it, I was working, but apparently we put a really good shift in. So I think Klopp's at blame.
What's Chelsea though?
I don't know, I didn't watch it. I heard they were shite. They had loads of chances.
Chelsea are the only team worse than you at the minute.
I love it.
It's hilarious.
Poor suckers.
Fat Frank. Oof.
Yeah, he's back now. He's gone now, isn't he? He's back and he's gone. Some other guys there. But I think Klopp's at fault for not changing the tactics and sticking. He's too loyal, Klopp. He's too loyal. Trent should have been dropped a while ago. Salah should be dropped at times. Van Dijk definitely should have been dropped at times. Milner shouldn't be starting anytime soon. He's too loyal and he makes obvious errors. I'm not even going to go into his substitutions. He does some really questionable substitutions. And then finally the board. Do I really need to go into... Don't explain that, do I?
Yeah, same.
It's piss poor,
same
mate.
argument from my side, really, for my team. So
I feel your pain.
the investment's not there, is it?
Not at all.
When you're owned by someone who's only in it for the money, or it feels like they're only in it for the money, then why...
You're not going to spend any money.
Yeah, why do they need to spend...
Look on the other side. Look at the other side of it. Chelsea. How much have they spent?
Oh, they're the polar opposite, aren't they?
So you've got to be careful with spending too much and not spending enough. You've got to find that middle mark. City were lucky because they had Pep, and that's what he does. He's good at building...
Still took his time for him to build his team properly, though. He went through quite a few goalkeepers. He went through a lot of defenders.
On the second, was the second year?
Oh, yeah, but they were still winning under Mancini and Pellegrini anyway. They were still good enough to win the league, but like to build that almost unstoppable team that they've had like quite recently, and which I feel like they've kind of got again now.
What about Haaland? How is he now? Your opinion on him?
It still doesn't improve the team. Sorry.
I mean,
he scores for fun, but that's what he does, yeah. But
so
I think
team, though?
No, because I think the City team, I think the way Pep wants City to play has to alter to suit Haaland because he's a lump up front, yeah.
But without Haaland, I feel like they have to work harder for their goals.
I don't.
With Haaland, I feel like it's easier.
I think it's the way they like to play, the fluid passing and the pass move. You can do that.
They still do that.
You can but when you've got, I don't want to call him a donkey, but when you've got like a big lump up front,
Nunes.
It's not really Haaland's game. Haaland's just a big brute, isn't he? And he is good at that. He's good at, pushing someone off and just bursting into the box. He's good at that. But like when you've got, I don't really watch that Alvarez much, but he's supposed to be outstanding.
He's baller.
But I'd rather have someone like him I don't want to say that I'd rather have him than Haaland, but that style of player,
Would you rather him or not?
linking with Jack Grealish and Mahrez,
He's in good form.
Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne and all, I think that just, for the mould that Pep wants, I think that suits Pep's style more than the big brute up front. But I think that's just what the game's become now. You seem to have the big brute up front.
Everyone likes a big brute.
And that it's just gone back to that now. Yeah, but he's...
Give him time. Give him this season.
but-
If he's not fixed it by next season, he'll be gone.
But
I think
are you really sat there 3 quarters into the season going, yeah, give him time?
Yeah.
You've been knocked out of every competition. Everyone. You're fighting for Europa Conference League. Yeah, give him time.
Well, I do genuinely believe he will become a much better footballer. I do. I think you can say he has his moments where you think, wow, he's a baller. But then again, last night, when he's on one-on-ones, like, he never finishes it. He
But
can't. That's why he's there, I know.
That's got to be part and parcel of being a Liverpool number 9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big part. It's a big role to play. But I think it will come. And as well, you got to remember, it's his first season with his team, who are in the worst form we've been in years. So the team's not playing their usual standards. It's really hard for him. I think it's really hard for him. And it was like when he was at Benfica, his first season was dog shit. Second season, you've got like 40 plus goals. Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, but you might not get the opportunity
40
next
plus
season.
goals, not more. No, that's too much. It was a decent amount. He'll get his opportunity. We're not going to sign any attackers.
Well, then...
Well, there's rumours. I don't know if it's real about Mane potentially coming back.
Oh, my days.
I know. No, he won't. But it's
is
midfielders we're signing, and a centre back, and a right back maybe.
Are you still getting Jude Bellingham?
Apparently, it's only us a City in the race now. apparently, Madrid have
You're
given up.
not.
Mate.
You're not getting Jude Bellingham. You're not getting.
There's
him.
even talks he might stay at.
In all honesty, now, get Jude Bellingham in. Does he solve your problems?
No, obviously not. He helps a lot, but the answer isn't one midfielder. The answer is 2, 3, 4 midfielders and a couple defenders. And we need a new fucking spare keeper because Callahan wants to go, and I understand that he's too good to be a bench warmer.
He's a good keeper.
He is.
Yeah.
Is that sarcasm?
No, I've been genuine.
He's a very good keeper.
He's a very good keeper.
He won us 2 of our 3 fucking puny trophies last season. No, 2 out of 2, sorry, didn't we? We only won 2.
Weapon.
He was a weapon, mate. He loves a penalty shooter.
No, but he is a good goalkeeper.
He's very good. Alisson as well. Wow.
Do you know who I think you'll get next season?
Mateus Nunes. I'll take him. But
I don't know who he is, but
the Wolves player, midfielder. He's a baller.
oh right.
So we've got 2 Nuneses.
Okay, so say you get him.
Mhm.
I think this is better than getting Jude Bellingham.
I know what you're going to say. Mason Mount.
No,
Oh,
but
'cause
that's
that's-
also you probably get him
It's
for
looking like a
pennies, not pennies, but footballing
70
terms.
mil.
No, it must be like
More,
his
probably.
no, it'd be less.
Because he's
Well,
only
how-
24.
Yeah, but how long's he got on his contract?
It's coming up this end of the year, I think. Or is it
Coming up
next
to
year?
the end.
This year or next year? I can't
Oh,
remember.
so at most a year, another year on his
Yeah,
contract.
but we're going to spend 70
that
on him
can't-
here where we could just double it and get...
No, but you won't need to spend 70 million on someone who's coming to the end of his contract.
Very true.
I think Maddison's a shout.
Yeah, but I think it's set in stone. He's going to Newcastle. And I would love
Really?
James Maddison. I would have fucking
I can
loved
see
James
that.
Maddison.
I
There's
can
been no
genuinely
links,
see that.
no talk.
No,
but then
but-
again, we are known for being heavily linked with about 7 players at a time and then signing the 8th player that no one knew about.
Yeah, there's a million signings out there that happen that no one knows about. It just happens. It might just be on the day. Like Klopp just goes, all right, Maddison lads, do you want to come and join Liverpool? Yeah, I'll sign for you.
Arthur's going in the season after a total of 34 minutes played.
Nice.
Thiago's back.
What a waste.
He looked a bit.
Another
Obviously
waste.
he wasn't switched on. Not switched on. He wasn't 100%
you
himself
need
yesterday.
to get rid of him.
No, because
Yeah.
he's handy for when he's not injured.
Great.
no, this-
That's like us clinging on to Marshall.
We don't need to
mate.
rely on him. There's a difference. That's what we do. He is our only creative midfielder right now. To be fair, Curtis
Yeah,
Jones
but
looked
he's
good yesterday. I do like
Really?
Curtis. I thought he looked alright. And apparently he played brilliant against Chelsea.
Did he?
I don't know. Did he?
Don't know. I didn't watch it.
And another issue, we were on what the issues with Liverpool, and you were mentioning the signings and the board and Klopp and whatever.
Yeah.
Getting rid of players is another issue. We've still
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Alex, we've Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Yeah, you're the same as
We've
us.
still got Naby Keita. And I think Hendo and Milner need to stay, simply because Milner is more of a presence off the pitch. He is that experience, he keeps the team together, he's that experienced old man, and it apparently does a lot in the changing rooms there. in the
I
dressing room.
hope you keep James Milner.
I know you do for different reasons, but apparently he might be leaving in the season. Bobby leaving, man. Oh, we need him.
That's an odd one. I know he's not
I guess it's his
outstanding.
decision. Yeah, it's
I
his
still,
decision.
I've never been Firmino's biggest fan, but I think he puts in a lot more effort than some of your other players.
Because he doesn't start anymore, he doesn't get any time, and he knows the season's coming to an end. Like he came on yesterday, he was brilliant. He was tracking back, he was being a nuisance, getting the ball back, putting a lovely sliding tackle, and then obviously scored. Si, senor. I'm gonna miss chanting that. It's one of my favourites.
You got Nunes though.
Nunes. That's another brilliant chant. He's just a cool guy. Yeah.
That's a brilliant chant. What, just saying, repeat
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah. I don't know why, but it's brilliant.
How did they come up with that?
That's genius.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm sticking light on because it's getting dark.
Nunes.
Jeez.
I love it. I'll never forget when I went to watch the. No, that's a lie.
Stop lying on live TV, bro.
Have I seen Nunes live? Yeah, I've seen him this season. So yeah, Liverpool. Do you want to talk about United?
I don't know.
Is Rashford injured?
I hope so. In like not a nasty way.
Explain.
I think he just needs a game or two to rest.
Yeah, and he's
played.
a lot, hasn't he?
We've played a ridiculous amount of games this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've played every one so far, haven't you?
We're not somehow.
We did that last year, mate.
All right then.
Yo,
Nice.
old news.
Yeah.
But we did it in the Champions League. Yeah.
All right, fair enough, mate. How'd you do? Did you win?
We're winning.
I'm. What's your opinion on Rashford?
He's a baller. I think he plays like Cody Gakpo. They look the same when they run with the
Right.
ball.
How much do you actually watch Rashford?
Every time he plays Liverpool.
Okay, so you don't watch
Every now
United.
and then I'll put a United game on because I do like watching you as a team because you are pretty good.
Rashford never has a good 90 minutes.
Yeah, you've told me this before.
As a footballer, I don't think he's that good.
But if you play 90 minutes and you're pretty good for the majority of it, you're shit at some parts, but you score an important goal, is that a good game?
That's no.
It's an inconsistent game, but you could argue it's a good game.
It's having an impact on the game.
Is but scoring?
It's
that's
not
his
a
impact,
good.
yeah.
It doesn't make a good game. If you're like crap for 80 minutes, but you get a goal and assist, yes, it's a good contribution.
Well, 80 minutes is a bit excessive. If you have a shit 80 minutes, you've had a shit
The
game.
thing is, if you watch Rashford, he spends the game running into players, trying too many, not that he tries to step away, he tries to beat players and he never really beats them.
Nunes,
yeah, you can beat Nunes.
Gakpo can beat people. Oh, he's so good. He's looking good.
Rashford needs space behind. Either lob the ball over or have Rashford knock it ahead and run.
You describe him as a lump.
You can do that.
You describe him as a number 9 lump.
Yeah, but number 9 lumps don't really eat the space, do they? Apart from Haaland. Haaland's the only lump that eats space.
When you say eat space, you mean like runs quickly?
Yeah, if there's a load of space in front and they can just run into it and outpace all the other defenders and that's what Rashford's good at. But like when he's got players on him, he doesn't rarely beat those players. He doesn't get the ball past them, and because he's quite selfish, he doesn't really look for the pass, and his passing's average. He can hit the ball hard, which is how he's got a lot of his goals this season. I think he's having another one of those years, where he's getting a lot of luck with his goals, and we've benefited from it a lot of times because we don't have anyone else that scores. Our finishing is trash. Anthony, I like Anthony. I think he'll be a much improved player next year. Now that he's had a year in the Prem, I think he's had a better impact on our team than Nunes has had at yours.
Nunes' impact, believe it or not, it's more just him. Yeah, like the
Has
free
he had an
No,
impact?
I know.
Has he though?
Not on the pitch much. Well, no. Do you know what? No, he has because he'll have games where he doesn't get goals, but he doesn't get assists, but he's a nuisance up front. He is pushing, shoving. He is getting in these players' heads. They hate Nunes.
I still have faith in him. I don't want him to do well for you, obviously, but I feel like he will come good for you.
Oh, bloody hell.
I don't think he's going to be as good as you think. Like,
how good do you think I think he's going to be?
Well, you were comparing him to Haaland start of the season, so
yeah,
he'll have a better season than Haaland.
Yeah, they'd say Haaland.
That he's not going to reach that level, but I think
not as many goals as Haaland. No, not.
He might give you one sort of, one Torres season or something like that. You might reach sort of that level. But I don't see him sticking around with you either. I think if you have another piss poor season, I think a lot of players are going to turn a little bit.
can see Nunes leaving me. No, I don't know. He loves Liverpool, yeah, but yes, you can never. Suarez, what was I say? Suarez loved Liverpool. Torres loved Liverpool. I don't know. It's
Would you get rid of Klopp?
no, never.
Never.
Well, I mean, eventually maybe if
What would it take
if
they were if
we
this
brought in loads of new signings and we were still shit using the same tactics and the subs were still shit?
if by January you're still not looking like you've improved, so you're basically halfway through next season, and it's still sort of looking like this. Nunes not scoring the goals, Gakpo still looking maybe a bit like a lost lamb. Van Dijk still your centre back dog shit. Alisson making
Depends on what's going on with the board. Yeah.
James Milner in midfield.
Don't say that.
Thiago comes off the bench in the 70th minute, goes off 10 minutes
Oh,
injured.
it's like another day in the office.
If you're in a similar situation, January.
Depends on if we've done the signings, if we've signed enough good players.
Okay, you signed Mason Mount and the Nunes, and it's still not looking.
Then I'd start to question things.
But would you question Klopp, or would you still question the players more?
Depends what I'm seeing on. If I'm seeing 110% effort from all the players, then I guess I'd have to start. And if the tactics aren't changing, the boys are working their arse off. The subs, we've had decent signings. Sorry, boys are working their arse off. We've had decent signings, and the tactics aren't changing, and we're still doing shit. Then I'd start to question Klopp.
I don't see the same bloke watching. I didn't see the same bloke watching the game yesterday.
What do you mean?
Klopp just does. He's not as animated as he usually would be. Normally, he's mouthing off on the touchlines and da-da-da-da. He looked like Gormless yesterday.
He was quiet. He was.
Where
quiet.
he was just sort of stood there like he does, and he's like he was just staring, and thinking, "The fuck's going on?
He probably
What's
was.
happening?"
No,
But
he wouldn't have been because
he
yesterday
shouldn't be thinking what's going on, yeah, because he's supposed to be
He should know what's
managing this team, telling them to do what he wants them to do. So are they doing that?
You've got to remember though. What let's say he is absolutely smashing it every week with the training, yeah, and the boys look so sharp, and the tactics are working really well. But then on the pitch, it just doesn't work. I guess then you can kind of be like, "What do I do?" You know.
But
So-
then he's not, like you said before, he's not sacrificing Trent. He's not sacrificing Van Dijk. He's not sacrificing Salah.
Well, no, he did bench Van Dijk, and he benched all of them for the Chelsea game. But it's like,
Once.
come on, mate, you're half a
Yeah,
season
that's
too
the
late.
thing,
Yeah.
It's once.
Again, that goes back to my point where he's too loyal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But we as fans should stick by Klopp right now. This is the first real shit season we've had in the Klopp. Real full first shit season we've had.
Oh
in the
yeah.
Klopp.
No, yeah.
No, because the
The
first season
season after you won the league,
we came
you were terrible.
fourth.
You had a good end to the season,
Yes,
didn't
where Alisson scored the header against
you?
West
Yeah.
Brom.
I don't think you were this terrible.
No, this is the worst. 100%.
season wide, but
100%. This is the worst we've been.
you can still pick it up now. What is there like? Are you playing footsie with me?
Sorry, bro. I did it twice. I reckon we can get Europa League.
You can still get
There's a small, teeny chance we can get
Champions
League.
League's out of it now. As Newcastle, Spurs,
Yeah, they're looking good.
you're out of the Champions League next season. It's whether you can. Would you rather make the Europa League or the Conference League, or would you rather not be in that competition next season?
What? Not being any.
Not be in anything European, because
See, I had this
Champions League's
conversation-
super unrealistic now.
Yeah.
So it's
Europa or
Europa
Conference,
or nothing. What would you rather?
Right, so I had this debate the other day with a friend, and he said that he'd rather us be in none of them because that means next season we can focus on fixing our shit and having the league games, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So three different.
I agree with that.
I disagree because I thought we can manage those three and the Europa League or a Conference League. I think we have the ability, and I think next season.
Conference League.
Don't man.
You don't want to be in that Conference
Yeah, but
League.
next season, if we have the right signings, I think it'll be a boot. It'll be a fresh start for the boys. It'll be a boost for the boys with these signings, and hopefully we'll go. I know it'll take a piss, but we go again. And I just feel like if we weren't in any of them, we'd end up. I don't know, the season wouldn't feel that. I mean, to be fair, we could win the league. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that is for the best.
Every time we've always managed to make it in that Europa League position, even when we've been shit. But I would rather we didn't make the Europa. I don't like Europa League. It's pants, man. There's nothing worse than playing Thursday night.
It's different for you.
football,
Yeah, but you've been Thursday night for what, 4 years?
Easy. We did do Champions League once,
You know what I mean?
but we were quickly eliminated, and I think we ended up straight back into Europa League. But
I've had the best of the best for the last 5 years. Yeah, I need European football. I need something to look forward to
but
midweek.
it's not the same. Yeah, Thursday night football, United or Liverpool against Ludogorets or whatever you've got. It's boring. Yeah,
It's not if we're doing them 6-0 every game and I get to go Nunes at the telly. I'm not complaining.
But the scary thing is, what if you don't?
That's my concern. Mark my words. If we're in the Europa League next year, we lose in the final.
You're gonna have bum games.
We're gonna lose in the final. We'll lose. No, we're not gonna have bum games.
You might not even make the final.
We will. We will. We won't
because
concede.
you get the Champions League dropouts as well.
Yeah, but who will they be?
Well, we got Barcelona this year.
Yeah. To be fair.
So you could always get, there could be a group of death in the Champions League.
Do you know what we'll get?
Bayern, Real.
We'll get Newcastle, mate. And we'll get spanked.
They'll knock you out.
Hey, no, we did them last time we played them. Was it 3-1?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Anyway, we'll end the football discussion.
We've been going for a while.
Where are Liverpool and United going to finish?
United will finish 4th. Where are you now?
Ooh.
No, you're 3rd now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're pretty much equals with Newcastle.
Sorry. You'll finish. Who have you got? Have you got an easy run?
Our run isn't that bad.
What's Newcastle's like?
A little bit harder than ours, I think. Newcastle still have to play Arsenal.
When was the last time you lost in the league? It's us.
Newcastle.
When was that after us?
Yeah,
Obviously.
last week or week before.
Oh, yeah, 2-0, didn't you? Yeah,
they battered us, we were shit, yeah.
I think you'll finish 3rd because, like you said, you got an easy run now, and if Newcastle have got a slightly harder one, they're surely to drop points somewhere.
Mm.
So I think you'll finish 3rd, Newcastle will be 4th, and I think we'll be 6th. Maybe 5th. We could easily get 5th.
Well, yeah, as much as I'd like to take the piss in that, you're actually not like a million miles.
Considering the season we've had and where we are, it's weird, isn't it?
The points total.
It's been the best season in a while. Not for a Liverpool fan, but when you look at it as a football fan, it's crazy, mate.
Yeah. Premier League standings. So you are 8th. You're 9 points off Spurs in 5th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's rough, mate.
What about 6th?
You're only 3 points off Villa. But Villa are on a good run as well.
Villa are 6th?
Yeah.
Wow.
Villa are 6th. They've played 30. Brighton are 7th. They've played 28. You've played 29. Brighton are 2 points ahead of you, so if they win their game in hand, which is against City, then they could be 5 points ahead of you. It could happen. Brighton are a really good football team.
They are. They've spanked us this season.
They spanked us.
They're a really good side.
Yeah. They're very unlucky against Spurs.
That guy that everyone's talking about, is it McAllister from there?
Yeah, he's good.
Is he Argentinian lad?
Yeah,
there's rumours. Name a decent midfielder we're linked to him this season. Decent midfielder we're linked to him.
Yeah, that's what they just do with
United
and Liverpool, though. They just link them with everyone, yeah. Because we're linked with McAllister. We're linked with that Casido as well, so...
Oh, for Brighton?
For Brighton.
He's a fucking dangerous baller. He's a serious baller. Brighton, I like Brighton. I've never disliked Brighton. Brighton and Leicester, and Newcastle, and Villa.
I don't like Newcastle.
I like Newcastle.
No one likes Newcastle.
Oh.
It's good.
I like the stadium.
It's alright. It's a bit bland. Tall, though.
Very tall.
Right, and that ends the football discussion.
Rugby.
That was a rugby.
Give me the football name.
Yeah, go get a refill.
Oh.
So I'm going to split that. When I edit the video, I'll split that into just a football video.
Mm-hmm.
And now we'll just do a snaps chat.
Oh, snaps chat.
And then I can do a separate video for snaps.
Oh,
so if people want to listen to football, they can watch the football video, even though I'm still live now. Oh, it's been pretty loud again.
I got some snaps, bro.
Have you actually been playing snaps?
Played the day, but
Clash of Clans comment was fucking disrespectful.
Yeah, that's only messing, mate. I love snaps.
That's not even messing, mate. That's just...
I love snaps, don't worry.
The most disrespectful.
Sorry, bro. But, yeah, it took me some thinking, but I got it in the end.
Part 2 of GAC. 10th of the 4th, 23. Have you actually been playing snaps?
Not as much as you know.
Nor have I. I've been jumping on it every now and then, but
we've played a lot.
I've got a new game.
Is it Island Wars again?
No way.
I thought Island Wars.
It is. I know you'll immediately download it now. Ready?
Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, is it first person?
No. Mighty Doom is amazing.
What'd you do?
It's your little toy version of the Doom guy,
Right.
and you just move him around a little map. He shoots automatically, and you got to like clear the rooms.
Okay, so what do you do with him? Time to go places.
You just drag him. I can't play it now because we've got to do the live thing.
I'll install it when I get in. I'll have a
It's fun. It's a fun little single player game.
Is it? Yeah.
And you just got to collect guns, and
Well-
you get better guns, and you improve your guns.
Sounds decent, but I myself,
Clash of Clans.
my golems are getting upgraded as we speak, mate.
Oh my days.
They're not a joke. Clash of Clans is serious, mate. It's a lot of
Yeah,
thinking.
it's-
I've got a
it's
clan, and me and my boys talk.
I know
We're sad.
you guys are mega sad about this game, but
We want me and this mate, me and guy I was working with today. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I'm not gonna call him a mate, but he's, Anyway, we watched the video.
acquaintance.
Yes, colleague. We watched the video. The difference between a geek and a nerd. I'm
Yeah.
a geek.
okay.
I think you're a geek.
Am I?
Yeah, you're not a nerd. You're a geek.
What's the difference?
Can't remember, but I know that I'm it 100%, and you're
Alright.
definitely
Okay.
Geeks are cooler version of nerds, basically.
Wow.
So
Sounds so cool.
mega cool. What do you do for a living? A geek.
Yeah, apparently. So you can't like define the geek and the nerd.
It was so they did it. What do you call those things when you've got 3 circles, and then
I know what you mean.
So,
where like the crossover into
Yes,
each other and stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
so you had geek, nerd, and something else, and it just
Weapon.
yes. And then the guy doing it was fucking funny. Yeah. So yeah, we're nerds. Well, no, sorry, but you could be a nerd, yeah, because you like Android. You might be a nerd, mate. You actually might be a nerd.
What's the difference?
I can't remember. One of them was being like your phones, the way you like your phones. Nerds go for the one. Nerds look into it and go, oh, this is good because it's got this and this and this. This is good because it's got this and this. Geeks on the other hand, I like an iPhone because that's like the way you look. Chances are, I know this one specifically as it happens. This is the worst iPhone I've ever owned.
What?
This one is dog shit, but it looks cool.
All right.
Oh, I
yeah,
got
but
it.
I just don't like iPhones, so
Who's that?
I've just got a cheap U on a tractor.
Cute, yeah.
I got this because I can't afford a Samsung or a whatever. What else is like a high quality mobile phone?
Google Pixel, I believe.
Google, yeah, they're probably expensive as well. I can't afford the big boy phones, so I get the one that's half the price of the big boy phones. But it's still good. It still plays Mighty Doom and Marvel Snaps.
That's all you need,
That's
mate.
all I need. I don't even use it as a phone.
Fuck phone.
But I could do if I wanted.
I'm going to get an iPad mini.
Why?
So when I go away and work. And I'm going to get an Amazon Fire Stick for work as well. They're
Yeah,
handy.
you want to get one of those like, where someone fiddles with it and yeah. You didn't hear that here. No fiddling.
So
But,
yeah,
yeah, get that done. I know
To
there's
watch
people who do
football.
that, and you can watch all the football.
on the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like films and that. You want to get in touch with Gary and his mates, yeah.
He's
He's got his like Keanu Reeves channel and Arnold Schwarzenegger channel and everything, so he gets all their films.
I saw him today. I miss him so
He's
much.
funny.
I miss
God.
you and him on a Monday.
Him speaking like
Coming like
Welsh is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Oh, and I didn't even get to work with him today
Why? Oh yeah.
because Easter Monday,
It
whatever
was
it's called.
Josh and only Marion. God. Yeah.
So
Snaps.
snaps.
Yes. Top 10.
We're going to do the top 10. Our top 10 favorite cards. It's
Mm.
kind of like I find this is one of the hardest things.
When I say top 10, I based it on
The look of the
the,
card.
no, I based it on the look, how good it is, and how good it's
Okay.
been. For
Have you
me.
been very specific with your variants as well?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, it's
But I guarantee you, if I was to spend 10 minutes a day looking at it again, I would make multiple changes.
yeah. I know I would because like I made the list when I suggested the idea like a month ago.
Yeah.
I pretty much made the list within a week,
Okay,
and
I'm
then
ready.
because we've not really discussed it since, and my decks and that have changed on Marvel Snaps. I now don't play the same way all the time, so I've been using different cards. So I know I've probably forgotten a few, but
How many do you reckon we'll be sharing?
I think we'll share a few.
2, I'm calling it.
2. Let me see what I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're sharing half.
Okay, so what's your 10?
Okay, my number 10, and I told you before, it was number 2.
Yeah.
For a whole month, it's been number 2, apart from when I went on the toilet earlier, and I had a quick look. I dropped it down to 10th.
Wow.
Deadpool.
Wow.
I do love the Deadpool
Deadpool's an
card.
amazing card. I think 10th's
I'm
pretty
gonna-
unfair.
I wanna. It's
How fun is he?
it's really fun, but you have to get him early on. If you
Yes.
don't get him early on in a game, he's pointless.
Yeah, but then you only really
Unless-
use him if you get him early on, so...
Yeah, but then is he not a waste of a card? If you don't get him early on and you can't use him straight away.
Yeah, but I feel like when you do eventually get him and it's too late, you've already got plans in place as replacements.
But do you not then at turn 2 or turn 3 think, oh, he might still show up?
I
Or he
do,
might still
yeah,
come
I
up?
do get those games
And
when I
I-
kind of bank on it. Yeah.
I had to take him out of my destroy deck because of that. It was, if I
You've not got him in your destroy deck.
well, I've got 2 different destroy decks. He's in one of them,
Wow.
but the one I tend to use, he's not in it.
He's in mine, 100%.
But I didn't want. I felt like I was always relying on him coming up every game, and like when he didn't, it was almost like an automatic loss because I was still waiting for him to come up.
That's why you have a plan B and C.
Yeah, but I didn't like my plan B and C. I just wanted to play Deadpool all the time.
Yeah,
I was so
especially
excited
my
when I got
variant's
him
cool.
because
What-
he's obviously my favorite Marvel hero. So I was, gunning for him from day one.
I don't use my favorite Marvel. I don't have a favorite. I've got 2 favorites because I can't decide.
Yeah,
Spider-Man and Iron Man.
Oh, so I thought you were gonna say Moon Knight then.
Moon Knight's cool, but he's not my. I've not. He's only got a
He's
season.
all right.
He's pretty cool. He's got 3 different personalities. And
No, I
he
mean,
kicks
Moon
ass.
Knight is a cool superhero. In Marvel Snap, he's a bit bum.
Yeah, discard
He's
the
all
card.
right, but
Yeah, there's some cards that they've not been given their rightful just.
Yeah.
Is that right? I don't know.
but yeah. So Deadpool number 10. He is fun when you get to use him, but I did have to drop him because I think my other choices are just a bit more useful for me.
For me.
For me.
So my 10th card actually works with Deadpool. I put Hulkbuster. At 10.
Nice. Hulkbuster is a
It's
solid.
a very good card. You
Yeah.
can, especially when you get a location, fill this location with that card.
Yeah.
He's a dangerous little card.
Yeah.
And he can use him for destroy decks, move decks. You can use him for anything. He's a very fun card to use.
Mm.
And I'm sure there's other cards you can
There's
use.
loads.
on.
Yeah, Hulkbuster's just a handy little buff for anyone, isn't he? But like you say, with Deadpool, he beefs him up. He's a 3 energy, isn't he?
Yeah, and he goes up by 5, isn't he? Is it 5?
Yeah, 3/5, I think.
Nice. You put him on Deadpool, Human Torch, you're laughing.
Yeah, so even an unbuffed Deadpool goes up to a 6, doesn't he? So then you kill him, he goes to 12.
Nice.
If you can get that, that's good.
Very good.
Handy one for that strategy as well is Forge. You get Forge on 2.
Yes.
Is he a 2/2?
He's a 2-1.
Well, he's a 2/1, but he buffs
Buffs someone
someone
up
by
by
2.
2, yeah.
So you can get Deadpool up to. If you can kill him in the same turn, is that possible?
You put him down on the
Forge
foot, and because I mean, if you were to
No.
get Forge and Deadpool in your hand straight away, then
Yeah,
you'd be alright.
and the Carnage to kill him off or a Killmonger or something. It'd still take you 3 turns.
Who you got on 9, bro?
But number 9, I have got Mystique.
She's a good card.
Mystique is a damn fine card.
Did I did. She was definitely in my
She basically
copies
an
the last-
ongoing-
yeah.
copies an ongoing ability, didn't
If
she?
the last card you place
Try
is an
it.
ongoing ability, she copies it. She is a very good card. I love her for
In-
my Craven Captain Marvel deck.
She's good for any sort of zoo deck,
Anything with
Cerebro
ongoing
deck,
deck. Yeah.
anything where you beef up with ongoing cards. She's just like a freebie, not freebie, but you get to just use that ability again. So if you've got Patriot, if you've got
Patriot's good. card.
Cerebro, you double buff their buff. Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
just I just
do
love
like
that
her.
card. There's no negative to her really.
No, not at all. She's awesome. Well, the only negative is she's got 0.
Yeah,
But like, you
she's
don't
just a
use her
beef.
for that,
and
though, do you?
she's a beef for everyone else basically.
At number 9, I have got Heimdall.
Heimdall's cool.
Heimdall's a very handy card,
Heimdall's cool.
and you always know when you're going to use him as well. He's just you get what you give him, and it's just
He just
handy
moves
card.
everyone to the left.
Especially if you
He's
can,
the only thing is he's only useful in a move deck.
yeah.
That's his only use.
But you can't have a move deck without him. You can't.
Oh no, he has to be sort of the final move because he can buff up your dagger and your multiple man
Human
and your
Torch.
vulture, human torch.
Exactly.
So he's a.
And there's loads of new move cards out as well. I've not actually looked into.
Is
that.
there?
Yeah.
I've just not played a move deck for ages. It just doesn't.
Move deck is the one where you need to be lucky with the cards. Otherwise, you can't have a plan B or a plan C. Either you've got a plan and the plan is move. There's not much else to
Just
it,
keep
really.
moving.
Yeah, it's simple as that. But I do love the move deck, because when it goes wow, it's just like... But my only issue with the move deck is maths comes into it.
Oh, I don't like maths.
Yeah, I know, right. Sometimes I'm there, and I'm running out of time thinking, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do?
You can kind of get away with it if you get Vulture out there and Human
Vulture.
Torch. As long as you're moving them, they just get buffier. So
Brilliant.
maths aren't always required, but if you're doing like multiple man and that, is it worth having those multiplied cards when he's not? It's like, again, Hulkbuster's good in a move deck.
Hulkbuster on multiple man's tasty.
Or Vulture.
Or Human
Torch.
Torch. Oh, Human Torch.
But is Human Torch in the top 10? We'll see. There's a reason he's not in mine. I do like him though. My number 8 is Lockjaw. Oh, he has to think.
Oh, yeah,
Lockjaw.
the little dog.
Good
Yeah.
boy Lockjaw.
He's a cool card.
He's amazing in a discard deck.
I can imagine.
If you build a discard deck around Lockjaw where you get all the big boys in, Giganto and Infinite and all them.
You made me one of them decks.
You can, yeah, it's just fun. It's fun throwing some bums on top of Lockjaw and he throws them out and brings out Infinite or something like that. It's a totally different ability to what pretty much most of the cards are. And he's as low as 8 for me. I'd like to have him higher. But I've put him at 8 because the Quantum Realm, is it?
It's a new one.
Is basically
when you put a card here.
a Lockjaw location.
Yeah, it's a big
So it does
Lockjaw,
what
yeah.
Lockjaw does. So because there's a location, I've had to drop Lockjaw a bit. But I played him a lot before that location was a thing, and I just love his ability.
It's a good card.
He is good.
So my number 8 is probably one of my most used cards.
Ooh,
Carnage.
Carnage is amazing.
Carnage is so handy. So handy.
Carnage was the first awesome card that I think
Same.
we got.
For the destroy deck, he's just and what I love about him, you can eat anything and it doesn't matter. You can eat minuses, it still buffs him up. It's just he's better than Venom in my opinion.
Ooh.
Because you know what you're getting with him. With Venom, sometimes you just use him because you haven't got any option. You'll just go up from a 1 or 3.
Carnage is handy for just eating. If you've been shafted with a Hobgoblin,
rock.
I've got huge hair on the back of my neck that I'm trying to get. If you've been shafted with a rock, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, you can eat them up, and he gets a bit of a buff.
Speaking of goblins, in the comics, because I follow this page on Instagram which updates me what's going on. Ooh. There's like Spider-Man's one of his most feared enemies. It's called Red Goblin or something. I can't remember what, but he's back. Yeah.
Does he look as cool as my Green Goblin?
Is the one you're going to show me when all the people are dead around him?
It's so cool.
In black and white.
That is one of my. If we did like a variant one,
that would be cool. That would be cool. That is a cool variant.
That's one of my favourites. Right, number 7. Who did you say? Carnage. That's solid. My number 7 is Patriot.
I knew you'd put Patriot in there.
Patriot
He's a hell of a
has
card.
to be in there.
He's an awesome card.
Because he basically makes the pointless cards worth having. Because like when you get the starter deck of Shocker and Misty Knight and Abomination and all that, they're bums. Yeah. And then have you seen? There's a new card coming out. I can't remember. It's a cool name though. I think he's one of the like main villains. And what he does is, if you have him in your deck, he gives the cards that have no abilities. He gives them an ability.
Random ones.
So like no, they've got set ones. But if you've got this card in, is it the high something? I don't want to have to waste time looking for him. But he basically gives like Wasp will have like a specific ability. Shocker has a specific ability. So he gives the non-ability cards.
What are the abilities? Can we find out?
There's set ones. You'd have to just go on Marvel Snap Zone.
Have they been there from the start of it? Just waiting for the card to be
probably
able to
not
use
from the start, but they've probably. I think they've seen that like no one has really used them until Patriot came out, and it just gives them more value, doesn't it?
Yeah.
More reason to put them in, as long as you've got this card. I don't know if you have to use him to get the ability, but I think you just have to have him in the deck.
No, I haven't even heard of him. Was he a 6?
I think he's a 4. I'll have a look at it after. But yeah, Patriot buffs non-ability cards by 2.
Brilliant.
And it's amazing with Mystique and then throw Blue Marvel as well, and you just super buff all these cards. Patriot deck's one of my favourites to use.
Yeah,
so.
I do like it. But I'm not using much because I've only just got him and I've not been playing much. So at number 7,
Number 7.
I put Killmonger in.
Killmonger's good.
He's
It's
just
a
awesome.
solid card. It just
Yeah.
basically wipes out all the ones.
It's just amazing, especially when you've got, for example, if
Squirrels,
you've got squirrels,
dinosaurs.
all just rocks, and then boom, out of nowhere, they're all
Yeah.
gone. And if you've got like the death in your deck, you're laughing.
Oh yeah,
Or if you got null, no, will that work for null?
Yeah, because you'd have to you're destroying cards, but he takes the value of the cards that are destroyed.
So yeah, it would,
So if you kill rocks, he gets nothing.
if you were killing, like you said, loads of squirrel girls, 1/1/1/1.
Yeah, it's not going to massively buff.
Yeah, that's
him.
true.
I think there's other things that would benefit null. There's other
I wish
cards.
I had null. He came up
But-
again, but he's 3,000 now.
Is that all he is?
Yeah,
I've almost got 3,000.
as if.
You get more collector's tokens from caches now.
Do you?
I think I've got all Series 3. I'm not getting any cards anymore.
Yeah, no.
I'm getting none. So I've had Shuri pinned. She's 3,000 and she's amazing.
What should do?
Doubles the power of the next card you play.
Ooh,
So she's a weapon, yeah.
I think I already got her.
Like if you had Black Panther as well.
Would he
Black
do his thing
Panther
first and then
buffs
double?
up.
And then doubles?
I think he's immediately doubled. So you'd be whatever he is. Is he a 6?
5, isn't he?
5 power.
5 power costs like 3.
Okay. I don't have him, so I can't check. But like, say he's 5, and then he does his thing, goes to 10.
And goes to 20.
He either goes to 20 or he starts at 10. Oh, he'd go to 20 anyway. Maths. But yeah, sure he's good. But if Null's only 3,000, I might unpin her to get Null. And hopefully he pops up for me.
No, so cool.
But yeah, Null is not in my top 10 because I've never played with him.
Neither have I.
I think
That's
we're
a
only
lie.
picking players that we've...
I played him with him once.
Oh yeah, when you get him as a random
Yeah.
card. He's not in my squad.
No, I wish.
So, number 6,
Where?
Sarah. Sarah is an amazing card. Sarah is a 5 cost whose ongoing ability drops the cost of all cards by 1. So
Sarah.
it gives you the ability to use 3 cost cards basically for your
Yeah.
last turn.
That'd be
And
costly.
in the right
Sarah.
deck, Sarah is outstanding. Sarah is here for you.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
I remember her, yeah.
Cards in your hand cost 1 less.
Yeah.
If you can get her in even sooner as well, you're laughing again.
If you can get her in sooner.
She's the card version of Elysium,
Yeah.
basically.
I love Elysium.
Elysium's one of the best locations.
She ever did the top 10 locations. Wow.
She's your own Elysium for
Mm.
turn 5, basically.
She's a very handy card.
But she's
I'm not used to
amazing.
much, so.
Oh, you've got to have a specific deck for her, I think. but-
My next one. So my next one is a fan favourite from both of us, which you told me to not bother getting him because he was shit, and then before you knew it, you were in love with him.
Gambit!
Gambit! Well done, bro. Gambit's the boy.
Gambit's
He's fucking awesome. I love him.
Discard's a card to destroy one of your opponents.
He's one of the only. He's the card you can win a game where they have no cards down.
Yeah,
That's just cool. Yeah.
The Wong, Gambit, Odin.
Yeah.
If you do Wong, Mystique, Gambit, Odin, that's just...
It's too much
filth.
then, though. Yeah.
It's fun, though.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to win many with that, but when you get that luck where you're able to play in that sequence, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun.
I mean, you just throw in a lot of thumbs up at that point, don't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, bud. I've won.
But, like, I can't imagine the win percentage in general is that high, but we've both done it where you've wiped out the other player's
Michelle
card.
copped it.
It's funny.
She copped it.
It's proper funny, but I can understand why you've put him on.
I love it.
But Gambit's not on mine, but I do like it. But that's a very specific thing that you need him for, yeah. He
Yeah.
needs other people to be able to do that.
I wouldn't have him in a deck if I didn't have those other people.
He's all right in your discard deck. He's all right because you could discard an Apocalypse or something. You buff Apocalypse, but I wouldn't have him in anything else apart from the Wong
That's the only one I would have
Odin.
him in.
Because
Yeah.
if you just want a bit of fun, do that.
Fucking right.
Number 5, halfway there. Number 5 is Death. Death is just an amazing card.
She's kick ass, isn't she?
She has to be in. I don't think she's in my destroy deck at the minute, but
Eh?
because I play a specific way. But until my latest destroy deck, she's been with me the whole time. It's just destroy a bunch of cards, destroy 9 cards, and she's free.
Have you ever had it though when I can't remember a location will come up or a card will come up and then she got it'll just whip her back to 6. Or if you ever get the
Wave.
switches, yeah, maybe wave. There's wave. No wave because she brings everyone to 4, doesn't she? There's a location or a card and it'll mess her up. So she could be at 0, but then she'll go back up to 6. Or if you get it when you switch the energy and the power, but then it's weird. It'll go.
It doesn't know what to do.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So it goes.
She would be a
12.
12. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a good card though. She's awesome.
Mr. Negative is another he's a
Never used him. I've got him.
honourable mention for me.
Honourable
I don't
mention.
use him very much, but if you've got a specific Mr. Negative deck, it's quite fun. When you've got like Iron Man and that. Iron Man's already
That
super
time you
buff
did me.
then, yeah.
You really did me. I thought
That
I was
funny.
giving it the thumbs
That was
up.
funny, that.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're number 5.
This
Also
card, this card has won me so many games. She's won me so many games,
Ooh.
despite being an absolutely
Oh,
poppycock character.
mate, no.
Captain Marvel.
Captain
She's.
Marvel.
I don't know why you
I
dislike
hate the
it.
card, mate. I
Why?
hate it because it's such a cheap card.
It is a cheat, isn't it?
It's so cheap.
Yeah, that's why I
It's
love it.
just, yeah.
I think she's great. She's just more games I've been like, oh for fuck's sake, I've lost, but now I know it. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yes.
It's when don't people use her for Bar Sinister?
Doesn't work. No.
Does it not work?
I tried that.
Okay.
Only one.
I
of them
tried
tried.
it.
Imagine if they all did. That would be dangerous.
That would be scum, wouldn't it?
That would be so
But-
good.
She basically just if there's a space where she can fill up, that'll win you the game. She'll go there. That's just too cheap for me. I know we hate Leader. Leader is not on any of our lists.
I hate that card. That's just. I don't know what to do.
It's quite good that he got mega nerfed and no one uses him
Yeah,
anymore.
'cause like only if you.
It's very specific.
Yeah,
You've got to
yeah.
move whatever cards were played on the left.
Yeah,
I've got to see what it says because
It makes no sense.
copy all cards your opponent played to the location right of here, but on your side.
Fuck off.
So yeah, they've proper ruined Leader, which is good
Damn
because
right.
the amount of people that are using Leader when he was his original form, it's filth.
It was filth.
What are we now? 4. Number 4 has already been mentioned. Carnage.
You got him before.
Carnage is 4.
He's awesome.
He
isn't
was my first game changer card
Mm.
because we joined in. It must have been one of the first season passes with Carnage, and we
'cause I
both
remember
we
when you
both
got
paid
in,
for it.
Yeah.
You didn't pay for the Carnage season pass. Did you?
I don't have that variant that you have. My
that
variant's
one
cool.
is cool. Yeah.
That's not cool. My variant.
It's well cool.
bollocks to that.
How's that not cool?
I don't know. It just looks
It looks a bit gimpy, but it's cool.
exactly.
Shut your mouth. It's
Sorry,
cool.
bro.
Sorry, bro.
Mum.
But yeah, he chews everyone up and gets buffed by 2 with each one he chews up. He's handy for death. He's handy to clear bitches that are occupying your space.
And if you got the hood, you're laughing.
The Hood to get rid of him.
Hood's a good card. That was an honourable mention for me.
Yeah, Hood's a kind of an honourable mention.
Because then once you use him, you can just keep the demon until you're ready to put him down.
Yeah, I wouldn't ever recommend throwing the demon down straight away.
No.
Unless you're going to do something else that I might bring up later
Carnage.
on. But
Venom.
don't do Carnage.
What are we on now for?
You're number 4.
She's already been mentioned.
Death.
Death. She's just perfect, isn't she?
That's an awesome card.
And I got 2 variants of it. I'm gutted. I got gifted both of them, and I don't know why I'm gutted, but I'm gutted. There was a
I
reason
like
why.
the original one, yeah. I really like the original. The original Death sat on a throne of skulls and that, whatever.
That is quite cool.
It is cool, yeah.
Not as cool as mine, but I'll have it. Yeah, I know what it was. The one I wanted, it was 1,200 costing, and I got it for free. I mean, the other one I got, I didn't want it, and that was 1,200 costing, so I was just like a waste. Yeah.
It's a lot of quiche, man. That's a lot of gold.
I haven't got it.
Right, so we're up to the top 3.
Whoa.
Before I go to the top 3, I'm going to just name off my honourable mentions
Okay.
that I have mentioned on my little list.
Go on then.
Brood. I love Brood.
You do like a bit of
I
Brood.
love
I
Brood.
don't, because he's just, that's 3 spaces gone.
But Brood, not necessarily. Depends on the deck, yeah. Brood in the Silver Surfer deck, also honourable mention. Silver Surfer.
You like Silver
He
Surfer.
got nerfed. Absolutely crap now. He's just pointless now.
Mm.
But a Brood Silver Surfer with whatever else. You got Storm and whoever else costs 3.
Cerebro.
Nah.
Oh.
Separate deck. Cerebro also honourable mention. Very good. Blue Marvel.
You went on a mad phase with Cerebro, didn't you? You just kept
I
winning.
went
there.
a lot with that. I
Yeah.
think I still do when I play with it. It's a
Blue
good little
Marvel,
deck.
he's an awesome card.
I
I
think.
love the noise he does.
Oh, see, I don't remember the noise.
Oh, I know
But
the noises.
The blue Marvel. Boomal was awesome. Odin.
He's a very handy guy.
He's another one
He can
like
fuck games up. Though. Do you know when you get all glitched out and that, when he just keeps
yeah,
going?
yeah.
I
On top of Wong and Mystique and that. Dracula's a cool card. I've not used him that much. You've got to have your Infinauts and you've got to have Apocalypse.
I've had it where he doesn't work properly. Sometimes he just won't obtain a card's power, and I have discarded it. I don't know. I feel like I saved up.
I do like the idea of him though.
The idea of him's cool, but it doesn't. The execution's not there. In my opinion.
And Hela. Hela's a cool card.
She's not what I thought she'd be. I
No,
was
but
so excited for her.
But you're probably not discarding Giganto and Inferno and Magneto and all these. You want to resurrect the big boys to fill spaces because, like, she can put Giganto on a space that isn't just the left side. She can put him anywhere. And then if you've got Ghost Rider, he can come up and, he can resurrect people as well. Ghost Rider's cool.
He's a cool card.
Yeah. He's not. I wouldn't put him on honorable mention though. He's not in my top 10 or
Do
top.
you know in the comics he's got a brother who is like the same, but he's more acidy, not flames.
Acidy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And do you know who Ghost Rider is?
Corrosive Rider.
I don't think he is anymore, but he was like one of the most powerful in
cool.
all MCU because he's like an angel.
He is cool.
But correct me if I'm wrong. I think the most powerful person in all Marvel was Reed Richards' son, the Fantastic Four guy's son.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember.
You know more than me with that sort of stuff.
Stuff like that.
Anyway, top 3.
Have you said yours?
No.
Oh, you said honourable mentions.
Number 3, Wong.
Ah.
Wong is an awesome
He's an amazing card, isn't he?
Because Wong's he can all on reveal cards just become buff as fuck, don't they? It's just Wong White Tiger is amazing. Wong White
Hazmat.
Tiger Odin Hazmat. I've been playing a lot of Hazmat lately.
Yeah.
Again, I'd like to put Hazmat around here, but she's not.
Top 10.
She's not. She's quite handy.
But she's a
You
shit
you have to have Luke Cage. If you
Yeah.
don't have Luke Cage, it's pointless. It's a lot of things like that. But Wong can just make some magic happen. Yeah.
I love Wong.
It's just.
Do you want to know
Wong,
my third character?
I want to know who your number 3 is.
Wong.
Wong, baby.
Yeah, I love Wong.
Wong
And it's
has
just
to
his
be
name,
top
though.
3. Yeah.
Have you seen that variant of him when it's like a little drawing of him? He's
Yeah.
bald. And he's like that.
They're my favourite ones.
He's-
Them
they're
variants,
cute,
the
yeah.
drawing ones.
Yeah.
I think I've got the Brood one. I've got someone else.
I think you and me have got the same third and second
The
cards.
Dan Hip variants.
Yeah, they're very cool.
I wish I could thingy them. But yeah, they're some of my favourite.
My
variants.
Heimdall variant is boss.
Is it a Dan Hip one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
He's got a sword down like that, and he's like really high up. But yeah, you gotta love Wong, haven't you?
Wong's just an outstanding card.
Brilliant. Do you know what's just so unfair? Wong is phenomenal, and Doctor Strange is just to be fair, Doctor Strange is handy, especially because
he's useful in a move deck, isn't he? But
he can move multiple cards if they're all the same, which I like that about him. That's pretty cool.
But he's like Heimdall to me. It's just he's only useful in a move deck. You have to have him. I feel like you have to have him.
You do.
Maybe not as much as Heimdall, but
Heimdall's a necessity.
yeah.
Is that the right word? Necessity?
For a move deck, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, Arnim Zola.
I could never.
He makes shit happen.
He does,
he can
yeah.
ruin an end game for people.
I've not really properly used him.
Because if people aren't expecting it, you can totally like make someone believe you're focusing on this one space, but then you mess it up and you spread it to the other two.
Venom, the dangerous card. I've seen some serious moves with him and Venom. Yeah.
I'm all about the combos. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Venom at first.
Destroy deck combos. Magic happens. I may have got a Venom at about 1,000 once. Was it 1,000 or 100?
It was. I couldn't
was
believe that.
1,000.
Me and Michelle were so confused looking over it.
That was madness when it happened, but that was all thanks to Zola.
Yeah, and that is probably the best duo, maybe him and Venom. So Venom's your first, is he? Nice, mate. Those are 2 solid cards. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, number 1 for me, Venom. Venom is
my variant for Venom's sick.
Venom's probably.
I don't know why he's not my top 10.
You said Carnage is better. I mean, you're out of your fucking mind. You are.
Because you know where you're gonna get Venom.
You've just got to build up a good chunk of beef in a location, and then make Venom eat them, and then if you've got just a few other bits and bobs in your other locations, and you Zola that Venom, he then eats the others as well. He just gets extra buff. That combo is like the most fun I have in the game.
I still think Wong Gambit's like the
And
best
that-
combo.
That's also why I've had to drop Deadpool to 10. Because I think that Zola Venom combo is much more effective than trying to build Deadpool up.
Yeah, agree. I do. Yeah, you guys. Yeah,
But that's just my top 10 now.
it's a good top 10.
I love Venom.
My second is
Zola?
Human Torch.
Oh no.
I love the Human Torch.
He is good.
He's so fun to buff up, and you can seriously buff him.
Yeah, you can mega buff him up.
I buffed him up to some stupid times.
Yeah.
To some stupid
If
numbers.
you can get him in straight away, and then all the right cards come where, and you get the location if you've got the Bifrost and stuff like that, and they're moving freely. I can get that.
And I think as well was then this not nostalgia, but the wait for him, yeah, because you me wanted him for a while,
we
and
got
I
him, yeah.
eventually got him after a lot of saving up.
It took a while, yeah.
And he was the one card I didn't have from the move deck.
My
for ages.
one negative with Human Torch.
Is he one?
He's
Yeah.
a 1. So
Dangerous.
Killmonger just gets rid.
Yeah,
And
we
like,
did,
there's
yeah.
nothing more satisfying than when someone's building him up, and then turn 5
Aye.
or something, you throw a Killmonger.
Well, that's another reason why it's amazing, because the amount of times I've done that to people, yeah, and I'm just like, ha, taste my medicine, boy.
Yeah. But no, he's a good card. What's he do? He doubles every time.
Every
he
time.
moves.
He was
Okay.
2, 4, 8, 16, come on,
Maths.
32, 2, 4. Yeah, I was right. Scared me there, mate.
First, what is number 1? What is number 1? Have they been
You
named?
make me feel stupid.
Why?
Because I put Deadpool as number 1.
Did you?
I love
Oh no!
Deadpool. I love him.
He was my number 2 for ages.
The
But
amount of times I've buffed him up so much and forgotten
is.
that Go 5 was on Go 5 we swap cards and he gets my buff number 1. Deadpool's with like 68 or some stupid shit.
yeah.
I think he's brilliant.
I-
He's so fun.
There's nothing more satisfying.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
love
the
the,
satisfaction from him and Human Torch. It's
Yeah.
the most satisfying cards you can get.
I
They
lo-
are the most, sorry.
I love the Venom Zola finish, but the actual building up of Beef and Deadpool,
Yeah.
and you can get into if you get Shuri's Lab again, Zola.
Oh yeah, when you play a
Zola
card, it
Venom
double
as well, but Deadpool get him straight on there too, kill him straight away.
That's another thing. Venom and Deadpool go well. So they go so well together.
Yeah, because it just works, doesn't it?
Damn right it does.
But we how many did we have that we shared then?
So we've got
Venom? No, you didn't say Venom. did you?
Carnage.
How's Venom not in your top 10?
I know, yeah.
You weapon.
Carnage and Deadpool.
Carnage, Deadpool, Death,
Death.
Wong,
1.
4,
Ooh, you said 5, didn't you?
5. Yeah, 4's not bad, but they were all, apart from Wong, they're all
Well, my death
Destroyed.
was 4th. Yours was 5th. Oh right, yeah.
destroyed. That's where I
Destroyed the
thought we
void.
would share more in, because we do like a destroy deck.
We do.
I've just not been playing with it as much, but I'm just trying to try different things. But I think tonight I might play a bit of destroy.
I'm gonna have a spin on that. I'm gonna
I
go with discard. I need to give Hell another proper go because I got Hell. Hellcow should have made it for me. You know. I don't know why he didn't. Hellcow's awesome.
Yeah, but
But what I don't understand is how many cards are just like Blade, Moon Knight, Swordmaster. They're all discard a card, but they've given some a cow with horns discard 2. I don't get that.
because he's Hell Cow, yeah. He's not just cow.
I need to.
Hell Cow.
I need to find out where he comes into.
I can't wait to see where Heaven
Kent's
Cow
got a
comes
cape
into.
on as
Yeah.
well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a proper superhero cow. Yeah. Good. Do you know there's another one? I love him. Devil Dinosaur.
We used to love him at the start, didn't
He's
we?
such a handy.
Taskmaster, you liked him?
Taskmaster's good. Yeah, Taskmaster's good.
I didn't use him.
I had a destroy deck where I had too many things, yeah, with like Death and Taskmaster and Venom and Deadpool and whoever else, Zola. You can't have them all. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You have to pick what you think works for you
Well, you
most.
can have them all. It's just depends because then you can think which one comes up. Because not all of them are going to come up.
Hmm.
So I'm sure I've seen a Taskmaster, Venom, Amazola deck. I swear it was you.
All of the best variants in the game are the ones that are like Venomized.
Yes.
They're amazing.
What was, have you?
Omega Red one.
Yeah, that was very.
Whoa, that's cool.
Omega Red's shit card though.
Omega, it's alright. Some people love it. People love Omega Red. People love Wave.
Wave.
I think
man.
we're just not utilising Wave very well.
You've got Lockjaw Venomized, haven't you?
Yeah, he's
That's
cool. He's cool.
My Deadpool Venomized is very cool.
I love my Deadpool. He's like a little baby.
Yeah, you got the baby one, haven't you?
Baby with like little plunges stuck to him.
Mine's so much cooler. I'm sorry. It's when he's fucking stood on the tackle plate and he's like huge, but he's Venom, and his like mask's lifted up to here.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah.
I swear he's got a taco in his hand as well.
He probably does.
There's one of these when he's on a motorbike with a taco, isn't there?
Yeah. I'm actually quite disappointed in all the Deadpool. I thought that would be the easiest one to make. Some either like
funky ones.
Yeah, just dafty ones, cool ones, but like they're all right.
You've seen my Craven variant.
Yeah, the Venom
with the
one.
big wig.
I don't like the wig.
His
It
tongue's
just looks naff.
I've got a few of them. I just can't remember them all now. I always aim for the Venom eye. Symbiotes are just cool.
Yeah.
When I went away to work today, we were talking about symbiotes, and I was all like, "Yeah, no." And they were like, "No," and they were all like, "Who? Who's no?" I was like, "You losers." But to be fair, I didn't know who he was for a long part.
Yeah, you got the comics and that, and I saw Null on Marvel Snaps.
Have you seen my most recent comic?
You sent me a picture of it. It looks like the card.
When Noel's like that, so he looks like he's the puppet master. So you've got Eddie Brock, I presume it's him, and he's like, "Oh, I'll show you, mate."
Oh, show me.
Let me go on eBay real quick. Where's eBay? Where's eBay?
We should definitely consider though.
I'd happily do one.
Venomized variants of cards. We'll do that in the future. We'll keep it. What have we done? We did Iron Maiden last time.
That is.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks very similar to looks kind of similar to his card.
No, what character?
So we did Iron Maiden last time. So music is done.
Games.
Games is done this week. So do we do
Football,
films?
Films, yeah, we'll do films.
We've had a football chat.
I like a film. What do you want to do?
Oh.
Don't ask me to do top 10 films because I won't be able to.
No. What if we rank the Spider-Man films?
All of them. That's a good idea.
All of them.
So that'll be all 9.
I want to try and watch No Way Home soon.
You still
No, I don't. I'm busy.
I'm not doing it until you watch it.
I'll watch it before we do.
Have you watched both Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Have you seen all the Tobys?
Yep.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Well, does that mean
I've seen pretty much all of them apart from No Way Home. So.
Good film. Film. That's a good idea.
We'll list them all off so that we know which is which.
Yeah.
And Thingy's out soon. The new Spider-Verse.
That's
sort of what got me the idea, and because I want to watch No Way Home. There's like Spider-Man channel on Sky or something now, so
that's cool.
It's easy access, and it wasn't that long ago me and Carrie watched the other Spider-Man. So
even Tobey's.
We watched all the Tobys and the Andrew Garfield ones. I don't think we did the
Tom Holland ones.
Tom Holland. They're really good, man.
Not.
The second one's questionable.
He's only got to go. The only good films he's
Peter Parker, Far From Home.
Well, yeah, when he's barely Spider-Man.
That's my problem with the second Tom Holland one.
I don't like Mysterio because what's his ability?
I don't mind him.
He's not hard. He's got nothing.
Why did no one mention Mysterio in the top 10 Marvel Snaps?
Shit card.
And do you know what he's really handy with? I'm surprised you didn't actually mention this guy. He's handy with Bishop.
I don't like Bishop anymore.
I don't like him no more.
No, he's cost 3. By the time you put him down, sometimes
no,
you even put
play
2.
Bishop, play Mysterio, bust him up to 4.
Does it? Because it's playing card. Okay.
Yep.
I've never
for
thought
whatever cards are being played and turned.
What about Squirrel Girl? Would that do it twice?
No, because it turns the squirrels over on Squirrel Girl's turn.
Yeah, sod that.
Whereas with Mysterio, they're basically 3 separate. You know what I mean? There's the regular, there's the 2 illusions. So it's like I think it's just because there is a proper card and the other player doesn't know where it's been played, so like they have to act. The game has to pretend it could be played here, it could be played here, so it counts them as 3 separate cards. Whereas Squirrel Girl spreads her seed, doesn't she? She just squirrels everywhere. So that's why I think it counts towards Bishop's thing.
That makes sense.
But have you seen Hitmonkey, the new card from this season?
No.
Hitmonkey is benefits from Mysterio. Bishop will help as well. For whatever cards you play the same time you play Hitmonkey, I think, he gets buffed up like +2 for each card you play.
What's his power?
That.
No, how much does he cost?
2.
Okay, so
I don't think he's mega expensive. But like if you play Hitmonkey and play Mysterio, he gets buffed up +6.
Yeah, that's decent.
So like maybe you could do combos with like Sarah to drop the cost down, and then you can
You'd
throw
have to
more
think it
cards
through. Yeah,
down.
that's the thing. You'd have to have a lot of thinking.
Takes up a lot of location space and all that, but
He'd be good for maybe the baby deck,
yeah.
Manchester Zoo deck. So what? Yeah, but he's going to be what? The fifth bloody Thingamajibo?
Is he?
He's going to cost a lot right now. You'll be able to lock him for a while.
No, yeah, he's well. You can buy the season pass and you get him. He's the card you get from the season pass. Yeah, I'm gutted I didn't get Modok last season.
I thought you did.
No.
He'd have been handy for the discard, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
That'd be very
I think
cool.
all like the top discard decks, he's like a necessity in them
Yeah.
because
He'll come around.
he's a hell of a sort of final move.
Have you seen
Final move.
the new Ant-Man?
No.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, but is that just like, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, but like, that's all Marvel films now. They're just all right.
The High Matrix. I'm gonna get there.
What are you trying to find
Don't you
out?
worry about it, mate. Don't you worry about it. Marvel snaps high. Damn it! Help me out. What did I say he did? Powers no ability cards.
Oh, that guy.
High. It's high something. I'm sure he's called High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary. Let me see.
Do you know Onslaught was created through the conscious of Mr.
Yeah, I think you told me that.
That's cool. That.
Yeah.
Don't know why it came to mind.
Because you just like talking things. The High Evolutionary is a cost 4, 7 power card. Actually looks kind of cool. At the start of the game, unlock the secret ability of all your cards with no abilities.
The secret ability. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So, related cards. Wasp afflicts 2 random enemy cards with -1 power.
Hmm.
Misty Knight, when you end a turn with unspent energy, give another friendly card +1 power.
Hmm.
Shocker, give the leftmost card in your hand -1 cost. Okay.
Hmm.
He really is a shocker. I got a cool ass variant of him though. Did like steampunk
Oh yeah.
variants, and I got him and Yellow Jacket and Bishop. Yeah, Yellow Jacket's a gimp, bless him, but it's a cool card.
Bless him.
Cyclops, when you end a turn with unspent energy, afflict 2 random enemies with -1 power. Fair enough.
Hmm.
The Thing, afflict a random enemy card here with -1 power. Repeat this twice more. Fair enough. Abomination costs 1 less for each enemy card in play that's afflicted with negative power.
Hmm.
That could be good in a hazmat
That'd be
deck.
good.
Hulk +2 power for each turn you ended with unspent energy.
Hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
So does that only work when he's in play though?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's 6.
He'd have to be. It'd have to be, otherwise he'd be pointless, wouldn't he?
Um,
Unless you were lucky to have like a Elysium or something.
but yeah, he's pretty cool looking. High Evolutionary.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm getting Kang vibes just in red.
Yeah, we've not even got to play with Kang yet, have we?
No.
I've not witnessed it either. I've not witnessed the Kang ability where revert he stops the turn from happening. Or
Maybe
something.
you don't even know you used it yet. No, because you have to throw it down.
Inception.
Hmm.
So there we go. That snaps. And then next time, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
We rank the Spider-Man film. Everyone loves Spider-Man. Everyone's seen at least one Spider-Man film.
When I was at work the other day, somebody asked me who my favourite character superhero was, and I was like, Spider-Man or Iron Man. Spider-Man because he's overall awesome, and Iron Man simply because of what Robert Downey Jr. did with that character. It's just phenomenal. And he was like, oh, Gimp, mine's Superman. And I was like, ah. So it's not, if you're going to go DC, you're not even picking Batman over Superman.
Yeah,
That's
Batman wins all day long. Yeah.
poor. Batman's
That
boring.
could be an interesting one, you know? Our top 10 DC heroes. You'd have to try and think of 8 others apart from Batman and Superman.
You've got that guy that comes from the
Aquaman.
water.
Wonder Woman.
You've got Wonder Woman. You've got that guy that can shoot lasers.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, any more villains than Marvel's heroes in DC? Are there any? You got a Blue Bug that's came out, isn't it?
Blue Bug.
There's a trailer that just came out. Is it Blue Beetle? Yeah, Blue Beetle. I think it's called. Like people going nuts over it.
How do you know?
Some cat. DC's doy. Yeah.
No, it's not doy. It's just
If it
it's
wasn't
not
for-
been as good as Marvel, has it?
If it wasn't for Batman, no one would know what DC is. Yeah.
I would honestly put Batman ahead of all Marvel heroes.
Not all.
Yeah.
He'd be easily.
I love Deadpool, but like Batman was my childhood. I love Spider-Man. He was there.
Come on, it's got to
But-
be Spider-Man.
Batman.
Would you rather be Spider-Man or Batman?
Batman. Batman's cool, man.
He's cool as fuck, but Spider-Man's solid, yeah. He's hard as fuck.
You're saying Batman's not hard.
Who would win in a fight, Batman or Spider-Man?
Batman.
No, we would do.
Yeah, what is Batman?
Batman's a human at the end of the day.
Yeah, and look how he handles himself well.
Yeah, he's only fights humans, really.
No, I watched Batman vs Superman. Martha!
Oh, that film sucks.
It's horrendous. I actually don't mind Ben Affleck as Batman though. I think he's quite cool. Like rugged, aged Batman. I think he's quite cool at that.
I like it when he's running at the start. He fucking runs for a while when he's Bruce Wayne. But man, Spider-Man. Like, if I was to throw a bus on Batman, Batman would die. Spider-Man could catch that bus.
How are you going to throw a bus on Batman?
Because in this world, I'm a superhero.
Oh, fair play, mate. What's your superpower?
That fucking-
Ultra gimpness.
Can throw buses on people.
Whoa!
Superpower. But nah, like, I don't get me wrong, I love Batman.
Yeah,
but
but then-
he's the coolest superhero. There's no questions asked. But Spider-Man's just.
But it's
friendly neighborhood, yeah.
Deadpool over Spider-Man for me.
I've never
when-
been that quick from a big fan of Deadpool.
When your ability is that you just
Can't die.
basically can't die, that it's pretty.
It's already been made though. That's Wolverine's ability.
Well, yeah, but
And he's got claws. That's one up on Deadpool. And he doesn't look like
he's got
shit.
claws.
Doesn't look like shit.
Deadpool doesn't look like shit.
When he takes his gear
Yeah,
off,
it's
he
not his
does.
fault. He's got cancer of the face.
Yeah, but that's not why. It's because he got burned, isn't it? His whole skin's burnt.
Yeah, but because he had cancer.
Don't get me wrong. His suit is cool, but as cool as a suit can be, you know, the end of the day, you're wearing a skin tight suit. Yeah. But to be fair,
Spider-Man.
yeah, he's a kid. He gets away with it. He doesn't understand. And you can't. It's like Spider-Man suit's probably
It's
one
like-
of the coolest you can get. That is fucking.
It's a cool
wow.
suit, yeah.
Batman's is the gimpiest for me. Puts on a pair of glasses and nobody knows who he is. Really.
Batman. That's Superman.
Superman, sorry, yeah. Batman's Superman.
Yeah, but he's the first one, wasn't he? He's like he is the embodiment of the first superhero, isn't he? Of what someone thinks is who's the most, godlike being you can make. Superman. He's got laser vision and he's mega buff and he's indestructible and he's this and he's that. He's got one weakness, kryptonite.
That's why I just think.
It's just he's too if
buff.
anything, he's too overpowered to be really anyone's favourite.
Exactly.
You want someone who's got,
Flaws.
yeah, everyone's got to have a bit of flaws.
Spider-Man gets battered all the time. Tobey Maguire's mask always gets buttoned.
Maguire. He ruined Spider-Man for me.
No, he doesn't. He plays Peter Parker.
Right, we'll
perfectly.
save this for next time.
Yeah.
Next gag. We're going to go well into Spider-Man. And then how Batman would beat him in a fight.
Funny. How long was that then?
Over an hour and a half.
Wow.
Oh no, an hour and a half.
We
1 minute
waffled
28.
today.
Love waffles, mate. I've got to leave it to go for a bit. Otherwise the stream will end because it's delayed. So please don't say anything immature or naughty.
No, it's alright. I need to pee though if I can use your bathroom before I bounce.
Yeah, if you want, mate. It's upstairs, you can't miss it.
Spot on, thanks, mate.
See